Hello, Cyclone fanatics. Welcome to Mr. B Clothing, 1995 Northwest 86th Street in this gorgeous Clive, Iowa. Tim Sitzmann joins me, getting ready to break down Iowa State and Texas coming up on Saturday. But before we do that, Tim, man, I walked in. I mean, they got the smell of fall in the air, but people are already shopping winter. You got suits, you got everything.
You know, and I got caught up in the moment. I'm trying to sell you as we walk back to do this deal. I got to relax a little bit, but we're full of we're full of a lot of beautiful things. And you know, we say beautiful Clive, Iowa, but we look out the window this morning, Chris. What a nice day! And fall's in the air. Football's going on. You know, it's just time to take a look at that wardrobe and give us a shot, you fanatics. Come on in and say hello.
Great deal on suits right now.
We're running it through this weekend, Thursday through Sunday. You buy a suit, it's a $795 value, $798, excuse me. You get a free pair of $325 shoes with it for 4 days only.
Holy mackerel!
And you go out looking really good, and that's our whole attitude, is how we want you to look good when you leave our store. And so
the difference too is that, and I've learned this in the past, because I used to work at a store a lot like Mr. B.
Yes, you did.
Where I come from, and when you buy a suit, you can go into a department store and buy it, but when you have somebody who really tailors a suit to your fitting, it makes all the difference in the world.
It makes the difference in the world. A lot of people, you know, it's kind of like putting old tires on a new car or old floor mats in a new car. You got to have the shoes. That's why we're doing this promotion. When you look at the suit, you have the whole package together. So come in and see us. That promotion's going on Thursday through Sunday. It's over on the October 2nd, I guess. We're going into October already. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this week, and any of our fine staff would be glad to help you.
Outstanding. Let's talk football now.
Let's do it.
Big game coming up. Tim, I'll give you some credit. You picked Iowa State to beat Texas way back in July when we started doing our Sitzmann's picks and whatnot.
I did.
Iowa State's now 3-0. Texas is 3-0. I'll ask you the burning question that all the fanatics want to know about. Are you staying with that pick?
You know, I'm sticking with it. You know, I know they know out in Fanatic land that I picked the Hawkeyes over the Cyclones. I'm on record here that I was wrong. And they not only beat them, they whipped them. I mean, we whipped them on both sides of the ball. And real proud of Coach Rose and his team. And I think we're going to see this time off, this week off, is really going to help heal some of those guys. Yeah. I think they're going to go in there with great emotion. I talked about that when I made my selection maybe a month ago. I really think this is a coming out party for Iowa State in the Big 12 again, and a double win against Texas back-to-back would be huge.
The one thing I look forward to, you know, seeing with this game, Tim, in the past it seems like when Iowa State teams hit the wall and they start on that downward spiral, we've seen it. You know, everybody's watching this has seen it. That's really when you've got a couple, 2-3 injuries, and you just don't have the depth as Iowa State to compete in the Big 12.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that yet, and that's what makes me think Iowa State's going to come out and really hit Texas where it hurts. Starting off, I really think pound for pound, starter for starter, Iowa State stacks up. I mean, sure, you don't have the 4 or 5 star talent, but you got guys. You know, Jake Knott, how many stars did he have? I just think with a sold out crowd, Texas is really young at quarterback, Tim.
Very young. When
you combine the pass attempts, those two guys have thrown, it's just over 30. They've never started the Big 12 game, yet alone a Big 12 road game. I think the odds stack in Iowa State's favor in this one. I really do.
And I think there's an intangible that's out there. I think there's a real emotional lift in that Cyclone locker room that's unbelievable, and that's a credit to Paul Rhodes and his staff and how they've got those kids believing that they can win now. I mean, I think in the past they'd win, but I don't know if they ever really believed they could win consistently. And I really believe that there's an attitude there that they can go through a Big 12 schedule and come out of there with a winning record now, and maybe beyond that as they put depth into a lot of these positions. And as you pointed out, I think there is depth in those positions. Some of it's young, and I think maybe we'll see more maturity as the season goes on. But I think that everybody will know who Iowa State is after this weekend.
Well, Tim, 6 o'clock on Saturday, you got big plans for the big game? You gonna be watching it?
You know, I'm going to be watching it. And, you know, there's other big national games. You know, the Big Ten has Nebraska and Wisconsin at Camp Randall. But I think my eyes are going to be focused on this game in Ames. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be on TV. I don't have tickets for this one, Chris. I know you'd probably provide that for me.
I'll hook you up.
No, but I think I'm going to sit in my own little man cave, watch this game. I can listen to the commentary and really get into the game. I enjoy it that way. But I'm going on the record. I said 3. I think we're going to get them by a touchdown. I think it's going to be a touchdown. I think we're going to score touchdowns this game. We're going to get in the red zone and score. And I think our defense can hold them. I think it's a 7-point game, Iowa State.
I think this is a deal, too, where I'm really looking forward to the FX broadcast. You
yes, that'd be great.
With Gus Johnson and Charles Davis, those are two of the best in the business. I think that'll be a good opportunity for Iowa State to really you beat Texas. Gus Johnson, he's going to be going crazy. So we're looking forward to it. Our pregame show that Mr. B's a proud sponsor of, we're going to start at noon on Saturday. We're bumped up a little bit early because of the Northern Iowa game. We don't want to kick the Panthers off the air, so we're going to be from noon to 1, just outside of the stadium. So, Tim, have a great week. And you guys are open on Sundays now,
We're open Sundays, noon to 4, and it's a good time to shop because we have a good staff on hand, and the traffic's not as heavy as it is on Saturday, so it's a really good time. We try to give you special attention always, and we want to provide that. If we don't, we want to hear from you. But if we don't, Sunday's a good time to come in. We can give it one-on-one attention. And I hope we can. I'm hoping we'll overrun. Another thing I'd say about Cyclones, they talk about Kansas State being a surprise team in the Big 12. But watch those Cyclones as we go through the season. I think they're going to be taught, and they're talking about them already. So.
Absolutely. Well, Tim, we appreciate your time as always.
Oh, it's fun being with you. It's been a week or so, and it's always good to talk Cyclone football.
We're looking, talking football, basketball's just around the corner.
I know, and I think we're going to have we'll get into that. We're excited about that, Chris, but it'll be great.
We got plenty to talk about here in the coming months here at Mr. B's 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. Seriously, take advantage of this suit sale with the free shoes.
Beautiful suit.
Just ridiculous. The deal that Tim's offering you here at Mr. B. Deals like that don't come around very often, so take advantage of it while you can. Tim's going to have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you all out at Jack Trice Stadium. Thanks for stopping in today at CycloneFanatic.com.